Hey Metalheads, you're watching Devils on TV. I'm your host Trisha, and tonight we're with Panzerfaust. So Panzerfaust has been touring with Einherjer since last week. How has it been going so far?
Oh, it's been great. It's been chaos. I mean, we've been riding with the storm since it started, right? You think of it like March, you have one fucking job, right? Just, I don't know, am I even allowed to swear? Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, we've been riding with the storm since the beginning. The shows themselves have been great, but the weather has not been as merciful on us, so. But we'll manage. I wouldn't have it any other way. If it wasn't chaotic, wouldn't be appropriate.
Well, you're actually a prominent black metal band hailing from Ontario, and you have played pretty much across Canada, and you have a fan base from around Canada itself, and you've played in Montreal before. Do you find that there's actually a difference in the scene between Toronto and Montreal?
Of course. Well, for one, if I could say so, Quebec does it much better than Toronto does. I mean, we have some great people in Toronto that ensure that the scene does thrive, but all in all, just Montreal, they love the metal. You know, they love it.
Toronto's also mainly a metal market, where Montreal has like the subgenres split up. You got the black metal scene, you got the death metal scene, you got the thrash scene. Toronto's just metal.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's certainly more of a concentration in metal. I mean, you look at those the heavy MTL, heavy TO festivals that gives you all the information you really need, just by the numbers of attendance. I mean, it's as simple as that, right?
Or would you actually have a favorite then in between those two places?
Oh, I wouldn't say I have a favorite. I mean, of course, we have a connection to Toronto because it's the closest it comes to our home city, right? But I mean, I love coming to Montreal. The city's great. I mean, we've kind of had an unfortunate history with coming here with our vehicles getting broken into, stuff like that. We had a tire explode on the highway. Last time we came here. Last time we were driving with our old vehicle, we had no wipers, so I was hanging out the window, driving, and having someone spot me on the other side. So we were riding death a little close, but
I prefer Montreal. That's how you go on the street. Everything about it, the crowd, the venues. Like we don't have venues like this in Toronto or anything like that. The promoters we work with here.
Like I think about it, a lot of the the people who bring bands over from Europe and the world abroad, they generally come from Quebec, if from Canada, right? If it's not an American booking agent, but I mean
there's Martin from Sepulchre Productions. There's Francis.
We put this tour on, and very professional people make sure things get done properly, and they appeal to what people want, and the way it should be handled. Should be handled professionally. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to give it any kind of stability, is if you have people that are going to get the job done properly, right?
band biography, to quote your own band biography, Panzerfaust has no ideology. It's all about pursuing ideas for the ideas themselves. Could you please elaborate a bit more on that and how it actually affects the way you create your own music?
I'm actually kind of flattered that you would quote that specifically. No, but yeah, I mean, we're a band that we don't hail any ideology, because what happens when you have ideologies is you restrict yourself based on a framework of ideas. Free thinking is the only way to surpass religion, which I think is part of the infancy of our species. And I felt like something, I mean, when I was growing up, flirted with ideologies here and there, and I just came to the realization that ideas can be pursued for the ideas themselves, like you said in the biography. I have an extreme problem with religion, of course, and I mean, for me, it's not just, the Abrahamic religions, but just religion in general. I think the idea of having some kind of supernatural dictator, is a horrible idea. Having anybody who's supervising me, committing me of thought, crime, or otherwise, to me, it's absolute nonsense, and I don't think in today's age, with all the information we have, that any intelligent person can believe some kind of revelation that came from the desert. Like I said, what it all sums up with is the pursuit of ideas for the ideas themselves. It's much more values, much more character will come to you in that way, I believe.
But you also call yourselves the black metal fundamentalists. So what do you feel about creating the music? Why black metal in particular?
I think that's certainly a question we could both answer. It's just been a kind of music I've just had a heartfelt connection with ever since I was, before I was even a teenager. Right, I was kind of, I wouldn't use the word indoctrinated. It was something that I found very early in my life, and I think the same for him as well. And it's just been something. There's never been any doubt on whether or not we're going to be a black metal band. I mean, we never try to limit ourselves to the way we write our music. Never will we do that. But in the sense when I say black metal fundamentalists, it's that the fundamentals of black metal were always rebellion in its most righteous form, and above all ideology, above all things, it was making a stand. Being the opposite, being the anti, being the opposite.
What can we expect from you guys in the future? Any more tours to Montreal? I mean, it's right next door. You might as well.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Montreal would be pretty commonplace we'd be hitting, but we're looking to probably going back to South America, go over to Europe, and doing a lot of touring. That was our plan. Getting the album out and touring the hell out of it. And then once we've exhausted that campaign, we'll go back to the writing process and shoot out another album. I'm constantly, at least writing music in my head, at least on my end before we go to put it together as a band, But that can't happen until we all get locked down, get into that void. And so yeah, no, you're gonna expect plenty of touring in 2013. I've come to the conclusion, and I think we can all agree on this, is that no more half-assing things. It's all or it's nothing, and we're going to come with full force.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. We wish you all the best for tonight's show. And you heard it. Don't forget to check out Jehovah Jireh, the Divine Anti-Logos by Panzerfaust. Until next time, see you.
We are Panzerfaust, and you're watching Double Dog TV.